So I just bought $10,000 worth of Quant tokens, and I'll be telling you exactly why in this video and where I believe the price of Quant could be heading. Now, if you haven't heard the latest news regarding BlackRock and the big Bitcoin ETFs, well, this is it. I'll just quickly sum it up for you from this tweet from Crypto Skull. The SEC is suing everyone. Obviously, that happened last week where the SEC filed a lawsuit against Coinbase, Binance, and some other crypto exchanges, and classified some of the top cryptocurrencies as securities, right? Just outright. Now, during this time where the market was down, of course, yesterday we saw Quant going below $100 all the way down to $96. I literally made a video saying I could see Quant going down to $70. However, I mean, who could have known that this would have happened the very next day? Probably one of the worst calls I could have done, but God, how could I have known that BlackRock was going to be launching, announcing, that they're filing for a Bitcoin ETF using Coinbase. So BlackRock is buying massive amounts of crypto during this period of FUD. Now, BlackRock also is announcing a filing Bitcoin ETF using Coinbase. Hong Kong was putting pressure on banks to take crypto clients and 10-year-old USDT FUD. So obviously USDT got depegged. There's a lot of FUD there. Hong Kong obviously putting a lot of pressure on banks to take crypto clients to allow people to withdraw and deposit a crypto with ease. And you have BlackRock buying up a crap ton of crypto and launching the Bitcoin ETF using Coinbase. It really doesn't add up. But if you're smart here, you can see what's going on, right? And this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Welcome back to the Cryptomaxie channel. Of course, I'm your host, Taff. But really what we're looking at here, guys, is the fact that there's a lot of FUD being caused by the SEC and just in general by a lot of governments and just mainly by the US, right? Mainly by the US and the SEC. And what we're seeing now is a lot of these coins being bought up by a lot of these companies like BlackRock, who obviously control massive amounts of money, like trillions of dollars. Okay? This is where we're at. And yesterday, just after this announcement, Quant has gone back up to $110. Now, when I say, before I actually tell you about me accumulating Quant, you can actually see here Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, USDC, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin. Like, everything is starting to recover now in the last 24 hours. They're all up by 375%. I still obviously think we're in a bear market. I still see we're gonna see lower prices. I'm really confident in that. And we're gonna see a lot of FUD. We're gonna see a lot of the retail investors, I mean the ones that are left, dipping, right? I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think there's gonna be many. There's gonna be so much FUD in these next couple of months. The price is gonna be lowered in my opinion, and there's gonna be chance for us to be buying Quant, other coins like Aptos, Arbitrum, Algorand, Stellar XLM, Hedera, HBAR, a lot of these cryptocurrencies at lower prices, while a lot of these big institutions are also buying up. There's going to be a point where a lot of these institutions are going to be holding majority of these tokens. But yeah, boys, this is a great time in my opinion to just, and by now as I'm talking about within the next year, to be accumulating crypto. And that's exactly what I'm doing with Quant. Now, yes, I've collectively bought about $10,000 worth of Quant these last couple weeks or so. And I'm currently at the point where I'm probably going to keep buying. Quant is one of those coins that I really do believe in, right? This is actually a tweet from Greg Glant that in my opinion just pretty much reinforces the fact on QNT being a good investment for me, right? It might not be for you guys. I don't know. Do your research. This is not financial advice, please. All right. So he says, whoa, after years of speculation, QNT has confirmed they're working with Bank for International Settlements, the Bank of England, the Bank of Canada, MasterCard, Barclays, and Amazon. Now, this obviously pushed the price up even more, but I mean, this is massive news. This was posted by the founder of Quant, Gilbert Verdian. I'm incredibly proud to be announcing that Quant has been collaborating with BIS.org, the Bank of International Settlements, and the Bank of England, of course. We obviously know that he's had a history with the Bank of England in the past as well. Bank of Canada, Barclays Bank, I literally have a Barclays Bank card, MasterCard, massive deal, and Amazon, who have built and tested new CBDC payment flows on their platform. This is massive, right? This is huge. And obviously you got Crypto Clembo, who's also posted the same thing. it's only at $1.4 billion market cap, which in crypto terms, this is kind of low, right? In crypto terms, a $1.4 billion market cap is pretty low. But at the same time, this, in my opinion, is kind of reinforces it, right? The market cap is 1.468, and the fully diluted valuation is also really close to it, is 1.4 billion. So really, really big deal, okay? Now, when it comes to the price of Quant at the moment being $110, we're going to go down and actually find QNT. If I can find it. Bloody hell, what's going on? I'm going to search it up. But yeah, right now, when it comes to actually buying QNT, is that $70 price prediction still on? Now, look, I do think we're going to see lower prices for Quant. That's just my opinion. I don't know, right? And I do think we're going to see lower prices. This is just, people buying up the current moment. I personally think there's going to be lower prices, and even if there isn't, that is why I'm actively accumulating and buying more QNT tokens. That's literally why, guys. The reason isn't because, oh, the price is going to pump now, we're in a bull market. Not at all. You don't know when the bull market's coming. However, a lot of these ISO compliant coins like QNT, a lot of these regulated coins now, especially QNT after the recent news of their partnerships, is such a big deal. It really is such a massive deal, and it's such a great opportunity that this should be, it should be a over 100 billion market cap. Let's just be real, right? Compare this to a lot of, this does not make sense. You go into CoinMarketCap, you've coins like BNB, which don't get me wrong, BNB, like, obviously is represented by one of the biggest exchanges. I think that's a bad example. Cardano, great example. Tron, another great example. Solana, another great example. Toncoin, another great example. A lot of these coins that are up here, nothing against them. In fact, I'm a big fan of Solana. Well, I was up until recently. I was buying and selling Solana NFTs for a very long time and made a lot of money doing so. And I'm a big fan of these coins, right? So nothing against them, not to that extent. But Quant should be valued at way more than a lot of these cryptocurrencies that are valued over them. And that's just my personal opinion, and I do think we're going to start seeing that translate. Now, of course, you got to keep in mind that Quant has such a low supply that the price can push up quite a lot, right? Even in this current situation, the price can push up a lot, okay? Because of that low supply, and even in this market condition, there's so much buy pressure on a token with such a low supply, right? I mean, the supply is 14 million. Right, you can compare it to some of the supplies of other tokens like BNB. Let's say you come down here, you can see the supply of BNB is 155 million, which is over 10, 20, about 40x their supply. We go and check out XRP, which has got an insane supply of over 100 billion. So you compare it to a lot of these cryptocurrencies. This is why I'm actively accumulating. I don't care about the current price. The price can go lower, right? It can go lower and I'll buy some more. It's fine, right? This is kind of what I'm looking at. This is how I'm seeing Quant. Is one of those cryptocurrencies that I am relying. I wouldn't say I'm over relying at all. I am spreading my eggs in different baskets. You guys can see a lot of my videos. I'll talk about different cryptocurrencies and I am actively buying those as well. But Quant is one of those cryptocurrencies where, let's say if I, get a payment in for, I do some other stuff. Of course, I do some, don't want to talk about what I do in my personal life. I might make a separate video on how I make my money online. However, with that money, I am actively buying coins like QNT, some other ISO standard coins as well. But QNT is one of the main ones. But yeah, boys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, subscribe, leave a like, guys, comment down below on your thoughts on this massive partnership and just currently what's going on in the crypto market. It's been your boy Taf, guys, from Crypto Maxi. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.